It's a structure for teaching and learning, and it focuses in particular on thinking skills, questioning skills, communication skills, and the communal dispositions that go with that. So, for example, a typical lesson might start with a stimulus. It could be anything in any subject. It's just something that gets them thinking, be it a newspaper article, a picture, a photo. Might be a poem or an activity or a problem they need to solve, some role play, some music. They have some thoughts about that, they share their reflections, and they raise philosophical questions from that discussion. What are they curious about? Once they've raised the questions, they select one to really discuss, and the teacher or facilitator in this case really helps them open up their own thinking about this in rigorous and skillful ways, so that they can learn from each other and with good thinking, so that at the end they can reflect on not only what did we learn, but how did we learn that, and critically, how can we improve ourselves as learners next time. So assessment for learning and learning to learn has been a part of philosophy for children for decades. If there's one fundamental aim of philosophy for children, I'd say it's the development of wisdom, to help children have the skills and dispositions that allow them to find their own wise life, and for them to help others find that too. Given that philosophy for children has been around for 40 years and in 50 countries, there are many case studies that might be drawn from it, a lot of research to show how it affects the social, emotional and academic development of children. But I think of a most recent one was the Great Learner Project. This was a project I've been running for a year in Buckinghamshire through the local authority. We had 14 schools, mostly primary, and some of the secondary schools they were feeder to. And the aim of the project was to say, how can we help children become better learners, and what needs to happen if that's our aim? And philosophy for children was a central pillar in the development of that. I think what's been really inspiring is we got together for a reflection conference or an impact conference in January, and each of the schools just had to give a short presentation on what had happened, and the results were fantastic. The children enjoyed it, their literacy and oracy rates had gone up and improved greatly, and there was also a feeling, very importantly amongst the teachers, that they enjoyed it, that they found it exciting. So we were delighted with the results, and we're really looking forward to extend the project even further. The P4C Level 1 course that we're running today is actually the second day of a 2-day course, which is an accredited CPD qualification in philosophy for children. Essentially, the first day is introduce them to the key principles and practices of P4C with lots of very practical techniques. Today is about putting those techniques together more coherently and for more long-term and sustainable development, particularly if they have to share things with colleagues at school and generate more practice in it, in sets and the like. So if you like, day 1 is bricks, day 2 is about mortar and creating bigger and better structures out of those fundamental techniques and ideas. Once teachers have completed the course today, they'll be able to go back and first of all have lots of techniques for disseminating ideas with their colleagues. They'll have a much more in-depth and flexible model for developing things with their students, and in this case more sustainably and over time. They'll have more resources and hopefully a very big smile on their face having enjoyed the day.